In this legal vision, I would like to talk about West Asia war and the need of the law. So I have talked this in some videos about the war, everything. But now all the countries have felt in the need of the effective law. But in the international law, it's not a binding. That is a problem. International law is not binding with municipal law unless its provisions are include the municipal law, and municipal law can give power to the government, and whatever government, whether it is the area in which it's operating, and also it gives much powers to the government to take more execution. So now, really, chief has felt and addressed in many conferences, in many others also medias, that need of the law to control this sort of the war. Because international humanitarian law, it should take a strict affection because it is affected. So the warring group should classify into combatants and civilians. Civilians are having the link with hospital, market, and connected society related. Combatants, they are separate, whether it's army, navy, and something. So the fight or war should be between that classification. So the international humanitarian law should give a more powers to the concerned agencies to operate and within purview. But as far as in the international law is concerned, it is not at all concerned by the warring groups and anything. And international law is giving a more powers and everything. At the same time, it is not effective. That is the problem. So the USA knows it well. That's why it's playing key role in this war. But whatever may be, the West Asia war is to reduce the hegemony of the Iran in this region. So that is the aim of the USA. That's why the USA has laid a more its own basis, whether it's the Navy, Army, and also Air Forces, to have the control there. So that's why with the support in the regional governments like Saudi Arabia and others, the USA is leading the war there. And whatever may be, the law is must. So all the countries in the UNO should give such a powers to reform and give the amendment to give much effectiveness and to compliance. Compliance should be insisted there. That is the international law. That is the need of ours. So now all the governments in the world have felt due to a harmless strike that is being also closed by the USA. That's a biggest challenge to the world countries. Thank you.